Hey Scorpio, it's Meg with Padmes, and I'm doing your energy check for the end of September, beginning of October. Just checking in with your energy in present time, what's going on, what you maybe not see coming forward in the next couple of days. We're talking to our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light, because I don't want to talk to anyone else. Let's see what you got going on here, Scorpio. All right. I'm already hearing there's coming from this energy of addictions, struggles, moving from this place, moving from toxic energy. And moving from toxic energy up into the heart of the situation. This has to do with coming to a place where you are coming full circle, not standing in your truth, not standing in your worth. I also feel for some of you, this would be dealing with somebody who is not standing in their worth or standing in their truth. And this is coming full circle with it. Somebody has graduated from this. Somebody has moved forward and moved on. And they've come from this place of being stuck in a toxic relationship. The big picture is talking about the lovers, talking about a relationship, talking about a connection. I am seeing the Emperor over here, as well as the Empress. This could be a runner-chaser dynamic. This Emperor is in the position to having resistance to this. What that tells me, Scorpio, is that you're not fully standing in your power. You're not fully standing in the culmination of all of the kings. So this is about not being in control or taking control that you need to take in order to align with the present time situation, and release the idea that one stream of energy, I feel like this is not giving and receiving equally. So someone in this situation is not giving as much as they're receiving, not receiving as much as they're giving. This is release the inconsistency of that, release the imbalance of that give and take. Happening now and into the near future, you're dealing with someone who has released the past stories. And this can be you, Scorpio, releasing the past stories, the things that you thought were true, and looking at them in present time and realizing the reality of what is true in present time. Your advice is talking about unplugging from a situation. And it's also talking about dealing with someone who is not in it to win it. They're not putting 100% into whatever this endeavor is. Or this is what they've done in the past, and you are aware of this now going forward into the future. So your higher self is talking about some kind of unstable relationship, unstable foundation, an ending to an endeavor that once was celebrated. And also the idea that you're not necessarily, your angels and guides are talking about you or someone you're dealing with not able to leave the past. So there's still some work to do with this heart of the situation in order to come full circle and graduate from the situation where it's either, someone wasn't being treated respectfully or in their worth. Someone wasn't, it's like someone wasn't ready to do that union. Someone wasn't ready to do that twin flame union. And they took off. And there's still this lingering not being completely available to leave that. There's residue from that relationship still. We're going to clarify all this too, Scorpio. Let's take a look at past, present, future. In the past, it looks like there's some sleuthing going on, some internet recon, or there's some gathering of information. There's somebody who's wanting to speak or wanting to talk, and they're in their head about it. They're thinking about it. This is either you or the person that you're thinking of. And here in present time, somebody is having to make some kind of decision, having to choose one thing over another thing, or they're thinking about what they had to choose and they're regretful about it. They're regretful about making the decisions that they made. Coming forward into the future, this is somebody surrendering to the universe. They're not persevering anymore. I mean, it could be that they're giving up. This could be you giving up, but it's also kind of like giving it to the universe and saying, okay, universe, whatever is supposed to happen, let it happen. I'm not going to try to control this anymore. This is resistance to control. Resistance to also taking a stand, though, and being protective of your assets, or protective of what it is that is important to you, fighting for what's important to you. Let's take a look. Let's do some clarifying, Scorpio. Let's take a look at this lovers in the big picture. We have the clouds. There was some kind of diffusion. There's some kind of like smoke and mirrors around this. Somebody was looking at this ideal situation or thinking about this partnership, this romance in an ideal way. And another person was trying to cloud judgment or cloud what this truly was. Let's look at the heart of the situation here, Scorpio. You know, this is about luck. This is about the cards you've been dealt and what you decide to do with them. And ultimately, this is talking about someone being treated out of their worth and what they decide to do with that, how they decide to recover from that. And it looks like it is a huge mountain to overcome, a huge challenge to overcome. But this is exactly what they do. They work really hard at overcoming it, and they do graduate. They walk through the threshold. They leave something behind. They release the old chapter and start the new chapter. All right, let's take a look at this Devil card here at the essence of where all this is coming from. It's like there was some serious narcissistic behavior. There was some serious addiction, obsession. There's toxic energy here. I'm hearing a whole lot of trouble. There's a whole lot of trouble here. And yeah, it ended. It was cut off. So when that was cut off, this healing process started. Let's take a look at this Eight of Swords reversed. Yeah, somebody left. Somebody left, and I even hear is never coming back. So they're either literally never coming back or they're never going to be the same, never coming back in the same way. So Scorpio, this is a huge transformation that has happened. I want to look at your advice. Your advice is talking about unplugging from some kind of, first of all, it can be a home situation, but this is also the security and the safety that I feel like was created through these clouds, through smoke and mirrors. And it's talking about unplugging from that safety, letting it go. And let's take a look at your higher self talking about this thing that was once celebrated, but is now over. I'm even hearing over and done. And here's the child. So this is about starting something new. It's like starting from the ground up, rebuilding the foundation somehow. Your higher self is like, this is over. This foundation is dug up and it's not even there anymore. It even looks like there's this foundation of rocks back here in the background. And here's this child coming in. This is like the brand new situation. It's rebuilding a foundation. And angels and guides talking about not being ready to move forward and move on just yet. Yeah, this healing still needs to happen. There's a lot of healing going on here, Scorpio, toward the end of September and the beginning of October. let's take a look at this reciprocity here. Releasing, not having that in your life. All right. Yeah, and that has to do with long term. This is some kind of, I want to say information coming forward, but this is some kind of realization. And I'm hearing gift and lesson. The lesson and the gift is the reciprocity. You can't give and not get that energy back, or you can't receive and not give equally. It won't end up balanced, and that'll come out in a tumultuous way until there is balance. The storm is what brings the balance. So let's take a look at why this emperor is in resistance. Why? Right? Somebody's just not ready to commit. Somebody's not ready to commit to this relationship, and it changed everything. I feel like there were some non-truths that happened here about committing to a relationship, and it pretty much blew up. I feel like in this emperor's face, not being able to follow through. It changed everything. So let's look at this past, present, future. This Page of Swords is talking about, how can I get more stable? How can I protect my assets? What do I need to do? What's still there waiting for me? What can I salvage? That's what's going on in the past. There's also, I feel like there's a lot of talk here in the past that wasn't followed through with. Again, with this commitment, but also the smoke and mirrors, like what was said that wasn't followed through with. And here we have, in present time, that having to choose one thing over the other. I feel like it was somebody choosing one partnership over another partnership, and somebody made a wrong call. Somebody made a choice that they regret now, and they're talking about their wish and their dream and how it ended, how their wish and their dream ended when they made this choice that was the wrong choice for them. And now just kind of giving it to the universe, surrendering to the universe. This person is dealing with betrayal. This can be you, Scorpio, or the person that you're thinking of. But this person or you're dealing with betrayal, and you're healing from it and reevaluating everything. It's like waiting for signs from the universe in order for you to move forward and move on, or make a decision or take an action. So let's go ahead and look at energy that you don't see coming. Scorpio, energy that you don't see coming at the end of September, beginning of October. We've got the Queen of Cups reversed, the Six of Wands reversed, and the Chariot reversed. So this energy that you don't see coming, here is a very psychic queen who, on one hand, she might not be listening to her intuition, but what I'm also hearing is there's someone who was very available at one time. And of course, this could be you, Scorpio, with all that water. But this queen is no longer available emotionally or psychically. The Six of Wands reversed, and this is because she's been thrown off of a pedestal. This is also the Chariot reverse. This can be a Cancer, but this person was thrown off of a pedestal and stopped the journey, stopped moving forward, stopped, oh, I'm hearing communicating and pursuing. They stopped. They just stopped. They halted. I'm hearing somebody saying, this is too hard for me. This is too hard for me. Now we've got the Queen of Pentacles. This is a queen who intrinsically trusts herself And here we have the Star card. This is interesting because we have the Star up here as well. And this is somebody who did not have their wish granted, and whatever their wish was, it ended. And this is someone who's kind of reestablished their wish, and they trust themselves to move forward and receive that. The wish is granted. This person is manifesting their divine truth, their divine wish is coming true. So Scorpio, if you left this past situation and you started manifesting again, there is your wish. I'm also getting a time frame on that, and literally this particular deck shows the star and it looks like snow. And I feel like there's going to be a significant change if you're around snow or if you're going to travel to snow, but the first snow, whenever that is. And here's the Knight of Wands. That's when the door opens. This is a door opening because of this transformation. And that's energy that you possibly don't see coming the end of September, beginning of October. Let's go ahead and get a couple of Moonology cards for you, Scorpio. We have your dreams need a practical plan. Don't let pride get in your way. So somebody needs to follow through. And it's almost like I hear that John Mayer song, say what you need to say. Don't let your pride get in the way. We've got two more cards here. Believe in the impossible, and emotions are running high. All of those emotions are intuition. So listen to your intuition. Listen to what's going on. Let's get a Rebecca Campbell card here. What are your angels and guides I want to share with you? Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Ooh, this is talking about high vibing. This is talking about changing your frequency so that it's different from what it was in the past. Raise your frequency. Let's take a look at some animal oracle here. Raise your frequency in order to be successful moving forward. I know there's healing that still needs to be done here, having to do with not being able to release this just yet, release this past. It looks like you're on a good path forward to do that. Hold on. Here we go. Rhino spirit, overcome any obstacle. That's what that mountain was as well. Overcoming obstacles. This is you moving forward into that, giving it to the universe, overcoming whatever it was that you were trying to hold on to. Surrendering. Nothing is wasted. Your time hasn't been wasted by going through the situation. If anything, you have gained so much wisdom and knowledge from this situation that it propels you forward into the future. It helps you to change your energy. I feel like you have to be very conscious of changing your energy though, because of this past. You could kind of spiral down, or you could spiral up and out. So just be aware of that, Scorpio. All right, that is what I have for you. Let me know how this resonated, and I'll be back in a couple of days with an energy update to check in with you and see what's going on. Bye, Scorpio.